In this video, I'm going to go through my Trading 212 portfolio. Make sure you subscribe for endless portfolio updates. Let's get straight into the portfolio. So as you may know, Trading 212 has only very recently been reopened to new customers in the UK, and that is where I jumped in. So I only started my portfolio on the 1st of September, and my Trading 212 holdings represents a very small portion of my net worth. Regardless of this, I am still going to be contributing to my Trading 212 portfolio in very small doses. Essentially, whenever I get some free change, whenever I do some surveys and I hit the threshold of £10, I'm going to put this extra cash into my Trading 212 account. So it's not going to be huge lump sums, and it's a nice way of investing those small amounts and having a bit of fun along the way. So here is essentially my home screen on Trading 212, and you can see that my portfolio size is £76.35 and my current return is plus 0.55%, which is actually super good for the time period that we are in right now. So of course, right now we are in very bearish markets with some sort of bear market rallies going on where people are not selling all their holdings, and you know the S&P 500 keeps hovering over its all-time highs. So if I press the orange button, it tells me my account value, which is a bit higher than my portfolio size. This is because I have around £59 of free funds. The way I like to think of my Trading 212 account is that it is a bit of fun. So I'm going to kind of dollar cost average, quite literally put in £1 per day into anything that seems like it's going down, like it has some long-term growth potential, or just even have some fun, because £1 is not a huge amount of money, and even if I did it every single day, that's only £30 a month. So let's go through my holdings on my Trading 212 account. So I have 1.75 shares of Vodafone Group, which is a dividend paying stock, and it currently pays a dividend of 6.63%, which is pretty high. But with the volatility we've seen recently, this dividend yield is subject to change and also subject to cancellation. I have 0.16 shares into the FTSE Japan, which over the past week has shown a very bearish response. So in my free trade account, I have over 700 shares in this, and I'm currently very much in the deficit. So I thought this is a good buy because today it went all the way down to 23.60, and I bought a share around that price because I really do think it will go up in the near future and of course in the long term too. I have 0.02 shares in the Vanguard FTSE All World High Dividend Yield, and that is nearly at an all-time high. So I don't know how many more of these I will buy. If I do see a big dip into this index fund, I will buy some more. I also have 0.02 shares in Unilever, and that is up by 1%, which is not too bad. I have 0.09 shares in the SPDR S&P UK dividend, and that's up by a huge 2%. Royal Mail, I have 0.7 shares, and as you can see, they do pay a dividend of 6%, which is pretty cool. National Grid, I have 0.09 shares, 0.0 shares in GSK, 0.9 shares in Direct Line Insurance, which has a dividend yield of 10%. And this is very volatile again. I'm not really too fussed about getting dividends. I'm not really a dividend investor. I care more about long-term growth and really only want to invest in index funds. But Trading 212 is my exposure to those fun little stocks that have potential. I have 0.02 shares in Deca DAX Plus Maximum Dividend that has seen some volatility recently. I have one share in Carnival, which was received free because I used a link of a influencer to sign up to Trading 212, and make sure to sign up to Trading 212 with my link in the description down below if you too want to receive a free share just like Carnival. Of course, you might not get the same share, but you get something. I have 0.008 shares in Amazon, and that's down by 1%, which is not bad. I have 0.01 shares in Alibaba, and that's down by 2%. In my free trade account, I have a lot more shares in that, and that was down by 52%. AMD, I have 0.01 shares. So the way that I use my Trading 212 account is that I've bought these investments, and I am not going to add any more individual stocks. If I do see something from here that does reduce quite a bit, I'm going to buy it daily. So my strategy is to buy something daily. I get enjoyment from buying stocks. It feels like I'm buying something, and I really like buying things. So for me, putting in £1 into a stock and having that execute, it feels really good. And that's why I like Trading 212. You only need £1 to invest. Even if I bought a stock every single day for the rest of my life, that's only £30 a month, and that's something that I can hopefully always be able to contribute to. Furthermore, to my Trading 212 account, I have a section called pies. And now trading 212 allows you to invest in pies, and there is a pie library. Literally, I'm not making this up. There is a pie library, and essentially what pies are a collection of stocks, so kind of like an index fund, so a collection of stocks, and they have specific themes. A lot of people like investing in dividends, so you can have a pie such as this by Danny Baker, which is the UK dividend stocks, UK tax free. So I'm guessing there's a collection of around 25 UK stocks that pay dividends, which will be recurring quite regularly, I'm guessing, because 25 different companies paying different dividend dates, you're going to get a constant stream of dividends. But like I said, I am not a dividend investor. I don't personally adopt that strategy, but I was very interested in this pie, which is called the almost daily dividend pie. And this has many different holdings, which I'm going to show you now. Essentially, the way that it's structured, it pays out dividends almost every single day, which is really, really, really cool. I have watched a YouTube video on this, and it does recommend that you put in £400 in order for the dividends to work correctly. And I assume with £50 only invested, which is the amounts that I put in, but I wanted to try this portfolio out anyway, and to see if you actually get dividends with £50 and how it's going to go about. So if I press holdings, I can see the different companies that this pie invests into. So I won't go through all of them, but I'll just recap. We have Roper, Vanguard US Corporation, Sherwin-Williams, Franklin Resources, Medtronic, Stag Industrials, iShares, JP Morgan Emerging Markets, Starbucks, Chevron, Walmart, Bank of Nova Scotia, Cardinal Health, IBM, JP Morgan Chase, McDonald's, AT&T, 3M, Johnson & Johnson, which is a dividend aristocrat. So these 50 companies comprise of this pie, and the idea is if you put in at least £400 into this pie, you will get almost daily dividends. Now, the way that dividends work, there is an ex-dividend date. I'm assuming even if you put in £1,000 and you beat the threshold of the recommended amount, you're still going to have to wait for the ex-dividend date to pass in order to start getting dividends. If you guys want me to make a video about the ex-dividend date and how dividends are paid out, I will definitely make that video if I receive a few comments like that. That was a quick look at my trading 212 portfolio. While you're here, make sure you check out some other videos on my channel, and I will see you in the next video.